The mysterious disappearance of a 17-year-old boy during winter holidays. Nearly 2 weeks later, he was found hanged in the basement of an apartment building. How did he end up in the noose? And why does his father feel guilty? Don't miss out. The psychics will uncover a shocking secret. You are watching Psychic Investigations, a channel of true and astonishing stories. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants investigate shocking mystical anomalies and tangled criminal cases. Hennady Vasilenko lives in one of Ukraine's cities. He's a successful entrepreneur running a well-drilling business. Today, he is a well-off man, but his life is not as good as it seems. 5 years ago, he lost his son, Rodion. The boy had just turned 17.
On January 25th, Rodion Vasilenko was found hanged with the strap of his own bag in the basement of a residential building. According to the official police version, he committed suicide.
Rodion studied at a flight lyceum. These are shots from his first day of school. He died just 6 months before graduation.
He was such a life-loving boy.
He wasn't the kind of person who would even think of suicide.
Rumors have it the boy was actually killed.
5 years ago, on January 13th, Rodion Vasilenko left home and never returned. His body was found on the 12th day after his disappearance. His father still doesn't know what happened to his son or where he was for almost 2 weeks before his death.
It's a shock. It's terrifying to even think of it.
To find out what really happened, Hennady Vasilenko turned to the psychics. Elmira Derbentseva and Krista Urban are going to investigate his son's death.
The death was sudden and quick. I sense that 2 men may have been involved.
According to the official version, Rodion Vasilenko died of strangulation. Could he really have been murdered?
I wouldn't be so sure.
Rodion's father decided to meet the clairvoyants at his son's grave. His death was a double tragedy for the man, who has lost both his son and his wife. The family could not withstand the grief, and a few months later, the couple divorced.
This is my son's grave. I want to know what happened, how it happened, and why.
I see a noose.
Yes, he was found in a noose.
It seems he wasn't found right away.
Correct. The last time I saw him was January 13th. He came up and said, like, "Dad, can I go out with my friends?" I said, "Yes, of course." And those were our last minutes together.
Rodion never came home. His family began searching.
The search took over 2 weeks.
My neighbor's son came and said, "They found a body. It seems it's Rodion."
An old brick 5-story building, a basement, stairs leading down.
Yes, it was in the basement.
I sense a terrible smell.
That the stench was unbearable.
In late January, the residents of the building where Rodion's body was later found sensed an odor.
Like a rotting corpse.
The housing service found him and called the police.
We found that the young man's death resulted from mechanical asphyxia due to hanging in a noose.
According to the forensic examination, Rodion Vasilenko died on January 22nd. By the time the body was discovered, it was badly decomposed. With such advanced putrefaction, it's only possible to assess the date of death approximately.
Your son was a very bright soul. I see his burial.
Lots of people.
Yes, his fellow cadets came and...
There were many flowers. Over 100 people attended.
A military orchestra played. They formed a living corridor, like an honor guard.
You were his friend, his authority figure.
We loved each other deeply. We respected each other, and he never hid it. Once he said, "All my friends know how much I love you."
You wanted to show your love. You put everything into it.
This gravestone was carved from Hennadi's sketches. It embodies all the father's love for his son. That's why he reacts so emotionally to the clairvoyant's words. The investigation continued when he regained composure.
What about his phone? He didn't have it with him.
He didn't take it when he left.
If Rodion had had his mobile phone, his location could have been tracked, and he might have been found.
I sense aggression from young men.
I see 2 youth.
I see some kind of scuffle.
I need to see the basement.
Looks like this pipe, yes?
Yes,
This place is full of his thoughts. But I hear him shouting, "Dad!" and pointing to you.
Could the son's death somehow be connected to his father's work?
There should be another room.
let's check.
It seems he lay here, crooked.
His head is swirling with thoughts.
He was counting on you.
Was he calling me?
Most likely, yes. He couldn't get out.
What could have happened to the boy? Why couldn't he leave? Was he being held here against his will?
Theoretically, one might assume he was forcibly kept in the basement for ransom. But in such cases, parents usually receive calls or letters demanding money.
Nobody contacted me.
There were several people here, it seems.
One was his age and the other slightly older.
I sense an adult man. I think he said he hated him.
What are the psychics talking about? All of Rodion's friends and acquaintances insist he had no conflicts with anyone.
He was very sociable. He had friends everywhere.
He was among people, greeting and talking.
After his son's tragic death, the father began his own investigation and discovered something.
On the 17th, he was last seen near the entrance of this building, sitting on a bench.
So, Rodion left home on the evening of January 13th, and on the 17th, he was still seen alive. But why didn't he contact his parents for 4 days? And what happened to him afterward?
There's a strong connection with this building. Could you take us there?
It's nearby.
I see a path, an alley, and the entrance to a school. I don't know why, but I feel drawn there.
You've described the dormitory of the Flight Lyceum where he studied.
I need to go there.
But I feel drawn to the building.
You sense different places. His friend will show you how to get to the Lyceum. Let's meet back here.
Elmira Derbentseva and Rodion's father head to Rodion's former home. Today, his mother, Svetlana, and grandfather live there. Hennadi has another family. After their son's death, Hennadi and his wife divorced. They no longer communicate.
Rodion was about 9 or 10. I sense financial difficulties. You decided to leave, didn't you?
Yes, money was very tight.
To improve the family's financial situation, the father went to work abroad. At first, Hennadi worked in construction. Later, things improved, and he started drilling wells.
This is where we all live together. I haven't been here for years. We can't go in. Maybe no one's home. Maybe they don't want to see us.
Most likely the latter.
Why stir up the past? No one will bring our son back.
After you left, he stopped listening to your wife. He disrespected his mother.
Perhaps he saw something.
Alcohol? She was hiding a bottle.
With alcohol?
He asked her, "What is this?" And she answered, "None of your business."
When her husband was home, she kept herself in check. But when he left, she drank with her friends.
And the presence of a man. He saw another man in the house.
Different men would visit her, and she drank with them.
The father worked, and she enjoyed herself.
He said that while his father was away, his mother cheated on him.
But how does all this relate to the boy's death? And does it relate at all?
The boy had no financial problems.
He always had money.
His father adored him. He bought him everything, a motorbike and a bicycle.
He bought him everything. He was the first to have a computer and a scooter.
And of course, clothes. Rodion wore only the most fashionable and stylish clothes.
You could spot him from afar. He dressed cool.
Could this respectable-looking teenager have become the victim of robbers?
None of his personal belongings were missing, so the theory of murder for robbery is unlikely.
But if it wasn't robbery, then what? Krista Urban, accompanied by Rodion's friend, has already reached the Lyceum.
I sense he spent time not only studying.
A teacher scolded your son.
Perhaps he even skipped classes. But I see him at a computer. Did he sometimes go to gaming venues?
Indeed. I checked and it was true. I showed his photo to guards at the internet cafe, and they recognized him.
Often he didn't come home at night because he spent nights in computer clubs.
Rodion's father only learned this during his own investigation. He had believed that while he was away, his son was focused on studying.
He liked to disappear for 2 days. He would take cash and simply vanish.
Did Rodion occasionally not come home for several nights?
You left and he stayed alone. He lost you as his support.
He felt lonely.
The clairvoyants, though in different places, sensed the same thing.
He met certain people.
He used to do sports, but then suddenly changed.
There were strange phone calls.
One of them was an older man, and the other was a young guy. He didn't study with him at the Lyceum.
So, before his death, the boy had new acquaintances. But who were they? And were they involved in his death?
I see an image of metal garages and them smoking there.
I once noticed he had smoked weed. I worried about that.
He didn't enter this school by his own choice, did he? It was the father's decision, right?
His grades deteriorated at the regular school.
So you sent him to the military school against his will?
Yes. He refused. But I saw the military discipline as a way out.
5 days a week, the boy was under strict control at the military lyceum, but spent weekends at home. To monitor his spending, his father deprived him of pocket money. He tried to limit his son's circle of friends and radically changed his life, fearing the boy might get into trouble.
I feel he often skipped classes, and his mother covered for him.
That happened.
It turned out Rodion's mother really knew he was skipping classes. She's a nurse at a hospital. After each absence, the boy brought a medical note to the Lyceum. This is unbelievable. It turns out Rodion led a double life. According to his classmates and teachers, he studied well, had many friends, and dreamed of becoming a journalist. On the other hand, he skipped classes, abused computer games, stayed out overnight, and used drugs.
At the Lyceum, he was one person, but at home he just relaxed.
So who was the real Rodion? And what happened to him on the last day of his life?
He approached the building and wanted to go in. He held his keys like this. Did you argue at that moment?
We could be.
Because something stopped him.
An argument stopped him.
Yes.
Probably.
He was sick of it all. He realized talking to you was useless.
If a teenager witnesses parental quarrels, they tend to perceive the cause as themselves and develop a sense of being unwanted by their parents.
I think I'm beginning to... a metallic taste in my mouth. I've sensed enough. Let's return to the basement.
Almost simultaneously, without consulting each other, the clairvoyants returned to the place where Rodion was found.
Let's go in.
He spent the last 2 days down here.
And never left it?
No. This wasn't his first time here. He'd been here before.
This basement used to be our hangout. There were couches, tables, and lights in it. We all sat there.
Teenagers often choose abandoned houses, apartments, or open basements to spend time.
But it caught fire, and the couches burned. After that, no one came here anymore.
If Rodion's company no longer spent time in this basement, why did he return?
He came very upset. In despair, he decided to lie down here. That's when the two men arrived. They didn't know he was here. This was their place.
Basements are often inhabited by homeless people. Could they be connected to Rodion's death?
I sense a taste of chemicals. Could they be addicts?
One of them was a drug dealer.
I feel there must have been some evidence left behind.
They had some kind of liquid in a tiny bottle. They were mixing something, heating it.
There were vessels from meds. Most likely they were making something from those medications.
The older one said, "Well, will you try?"
It all started with weed, then moved to heavier drugs. And then came the vent. He could obtain the meds necessary to make it from a pharmacy.
Vint is a powerful psychotropic substance. Its official name is Pervitin. It causes intense euphoria. It can be injected or drunk. Its use leads to the destruction of internal organs and the central nervous system. The euphoria lasts for about 24 hours, followed by severe depression. Under its influence, people often brood and make reckless decisions.
Vint is made synthetically from various medications.
He told me, yes, we prepared it. But he said it wasn't really a drug. It's made from medical preparations freely sold in pharmacies. He said it wasn't serious. Nothing to worry about. And I believed him.
Does it mean the father knew his son was using a powerful drug and believed it caused no addiction? But it defies all logic.
Adolescents rapidly develop dependency syndrome. Psychological changes occur. After 3 or 4 months, it's hard to distinguish a user of Vint from a schizophrenic patient.
He was under the influence of drugs.
It's unclear whether Rodion used the drug before his death, however, as no toxicology examination was performed.
His soft tissues were in a state of decomposition, so it was practically impossible to detect any drugs.
According to Rodion's friends, who for obvious reasons wished to stay incognito, Rodion became addicted to Vint about a year before his death, so most likely he was using drugs in his final days.
The two men were here, doing something, and at some point they left.
He made the decision alone, a terrible mix of depression and heavy drug use. He saw no way out but suicide.
So no one killed the boy after all, and he really did take his own life?
He was pushed by the atmosphere at home and his relationship with his mother. He wanted to escape, but he couldn't. At some point, you lost your son.
If Rodion used drugs the day he disappeared, then within 24 hours, he would have been in deep depression. In this condition, suicidal thoughts usually arise.
The bust on your son's grave is beautiful. I think you wanted to ask his forgiveness for what happened.
There's nothing else I can do. I wanted to preserve his image so that every morning he could watch the sunrise. Thank you so much. You've helped me greatly. I've understood it all, though it's too late now. I always loved him. And I still love him. May he forgive me for the mistakes I made.